From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Guerendo. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. The Niners at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Another try for Guerendo. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
60 Bobcat, Riggs.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
79 Broncos.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Isaac Guerendo. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To the air once more, Young. It'll buy some time right. That's complete, right around the 8. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. It's Young off play action, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And it's caught. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. Again, it's Young. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready, set. 19 Lion. Hey, smash. Stop below 18. Go.
Now Purdy. Oh, he finds his running back, who snuck right down the middle of the field. 27 yards there, a first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Track at 60.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Throwing, Young. Going up top. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Guerrero on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Purdy looking to throw. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Derek Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Purdy. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Young escaping the pressure right. Checks this down to Hubbard. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Young. That one complete to Ligon. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 6. Young will set to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ready, break. Ready, Buffalo 80.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's go now.
They'll throw again. Young sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Let's go.
Young now. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3rd and 3. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chuba Hubbard as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone
and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Got a man, that's Leggett. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Young. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Purdy now to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Purdy from the gun. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Here we go, sack. Reload, reload. Go.
Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Niners have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Purdy. Over the middle, that's It's complete to McCaffrey. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Go street. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Purdy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Go.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Last name 19. 7 Pirates. 7.
Purdy looking to throw.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down, Panthers.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Here's Purdy.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On the give, it's Garindo.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, McCaffrey. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1 yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he's got a man wide open open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go play action. Young. That one complete to Ligon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Young to throw it. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll throw again. Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Young.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down. 10 yards to go. Young to throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle